ain't listening to you no more.
A champion from the West. A legend of the East. A competition that went too far.
There's been too much violence, too much pain.
Now, to survive, you must destroy. For honor.
Let us gingerly touch our tips.
For love.
It will be nice. I think you will love it.
For justice.
The law's on my side.
The power of a warrior.
JD.
The heart of a champion.
Thunder.
He likes the way I talk, and I like the way he talks.
This is Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes.
Don't you say another word to me.
Stack of Dimes. We are the podcast that is back from work. We're going to bring the office culture back. We're going to be in real life. We're all going to get together and collaborate. And don't worry about office space and the commercial real estate. We got it covered.
We got
Stack of Dimes.
We're back.
Yeah. We're doing it. We're going to save the economy. I think so. Right?
Yeah, that sounds exactly right, JD. Yeah. That sounds exactly right. You're kind of being
That's right.
You're kind of being a smart ass, but look, it's time to celebrate. We are actually back in the studio.
In the studio.
Just putting in work. You know, they didn't give a fuck. Man, that shit hurts. No, but,
honestly, nobody did.
Yeah, no one gave a shit.
Gave us a single F.
Not an F.
No,
but yeah, this is officially the first time back in the studio. We brought some friends along. Did we not?
Yes.
We did.
That's right.
Do you have a roll call of how many friends we brought along? I would think there's many of us here.
Well, there's...
My name is Richard Roma.
Oh, yeah, he made it.
And there's...
Jim.
He's here, too.
D. Ray Morton.
Love Miss D. Ray.
Patel.
I missed them all, man.
Jim.
Yes. They're great.
We're
great.
We're back in brand new facilities.
Nyborg.
It's what happens when you have a successful podcast. No one's doing this podcast thing. Like we said before, we finally mastered it. We got brand new studios that we're in right now. I feel really good about that.
Yes, sir.
And you were able to make it to the studios, so we're all excited.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
You know, a listener brought up something. I think it was on like one of the social medias. I don't remember which one. But like me and Roden were, I don't know how many times we say on that stupid You Blew It show where it's like, hey, give us suggestions for the movie. Give us a call. Or if you remember this thing, call us. Someone finally were like, what's your goddamn number? It's not on your website. Like, it's not. I mean, he's like, it's not on your stupid Libsyn webpage or whatever.
Is it not?
True. Yeah. I mean,
Does the number still work?
I have no idea. I'm telling people.
I get emails now and then about like, if you stop using this, it's going to stop working. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the last.
You can figure it out. Good. You just discovered a mystery.
Yeah. You guys.
Yeah.
God, it never was it anything that ever rolled off the tongue. It wasn't like, 444 SOD or something, like it wasn't anything like that. It wasn't.
I think it was like something SOD, but I couldn't tell you what it actually was. Yeah.
Well, when I check the email, and if we do have one of those emails, I usually go in and like send a message or something to keep that phone number alive.
Okay.
But sorry guys, I know it's a bad. We're bad. We're bad. Podcast hosts.
We do have soundboards again, though.
Well, yeah,
so that's fun.
We got all our friends back. We got all of our friends back.
It's great.
You had an idea. You had an idea to produce. You said
I did.
Being the gazillionaires that we are off of this podcast.
Yes. Look at this.
Stavros.
Stavros is back. Stavros is back.
Holy shit, Stavros made it.
No, I'm getting distracted by all the soundboards.
I know.
This is why we shouldn't have these, because I just get I go down a rabbit hole.
Well, you're just not.
It's so weird to be in person too. I'm just so used to just staring at my headphones or something. No, I brought this up with coworkers. I was in Denver last week, and I don't know how it came up. It was sort of like, I don't know, we're talking about the arts or movies or Bezos or billionaires or something. And I've probably said this on the podcast before, because there's nothing on the podcast that we haven't already said. But if I was Bezos rich, if I was billionaire Elon Musk rich, and these guys just like, I feel like they dump money on just like really dumb stuff that I don't get. Like, I think I could be getting the wrong billionaire on this. Well, like Bill Gates owns, like, he bought a bunch of farmland.
Yeah, I do.
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
he owns a bunch of farmland. I think Bezos built, like, if you Google this, you can sharpshoot this on me right now. He built like some sort of weird atomic clock that's like buried into a mountain that's supposed to last forever. And sort of like some sort of like this will, I don't know, when the alien anthropologists come down a million years from now, they're like, oh, there was a race here. I might be making that up, but there's something along those lines. Obviously, like Bezos and Richard Branson and all these guys have like shot themselves into space with like penis-shaped rockets and all that. Yeah. But I was like, what happened to, like, I feel like it was, I don't know what age this was, the 20s or the 30s or 40s, so like, where there were like benefactors, where it was like the Rockefellers would do this thing in the arts. And like, where's the guy that's like, I like these filmmakers, or I like this author, or I like this band, and I'm just going to dump a bunch of money on them and just like keep making that thing that I like. Hey, Chromeo.
You're just going to bankroll.
Chromeo, here's $100 million. Put out like 10 more albums because I like your shit. Just make them all sound like white women.
Yeah.
That album, White Women. Just do like 10 more of those. Like, where's that guy?
Yeah.
Like,
well, you wouldn't hear about him. I don't think you'd hear about him.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. But like, where's the guy? Like, for me, I would have $1 billion. I'd be like, you know, like, I'm such a broken record.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
me too.
Brian De Palma, Coppola, like Scorsese, all these guys. Like, here's $250 million each. Go do whatever. Like, no holds barred. No producer's gonna sit over your shoulder. Just whatever dream project you want to go make,
do it.
Just go do it. Go do it.
No
oversight. No oversight. I would figure out how to get it on a streaming service because somebody's going to be like,
for sure.
I got to see what this $250 million like Coppola movie looks like, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're going to go drop $300 million, like your buddy Mike said on Indiana Jones and the Knob of Knowledge.
Knob of Knowledge, 300 mil.
Why not? Like, why isn't some billionaire, like, they have money to burn? They're like dumping things into things that, like, a goddamn penis-shaped rocket that shoots him into space. Elon Musk has this thing that every time they launch a rocket, it like blows up and like doesn't do anything. Make something for the arts. That's the thing that's going to last.
Well,
right?
but
that's what I would do.
He's got Twitter now, so the amount of stuff that's up on there, the amazing things that are created and distributed on there, including this podcast.
Give me a break. I don't go on anymore.
I know you.
I kept my account, but I don't go on.
I know you don't.
I've debated deleting my account, but I don't know how to do it, so I got too lazy.
Roden got rid of his.
Did you delete it?
I think so. I mean, I should delete. I tried to at him, and just to see if he told me he was leaving. I was like, I'm still going to add him, and it worked for a little bit, or it would go to something that was like, this no longer exists or whatever. So I still at you. I don't think you send me back anymore.
And it's funny to see like the social media networking stuff go. Like, I'll get an email like every 7 days. It's like, you have so many alerts. You should come back and check them out. And like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. I don't know. That's what I would dump my money on. I would do something with like the arts and like that. If anything, like it's admirable that like Gates and they're trying to like cure malaria and things like that. But like some of these other things, there's just such like ego projects that they're just dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into. It's like, I don't get it.
Well, I think a lot of it is basically like, I want to be remembered, and I think they want something that will stand the test of time.
Stack of Dimes presents. And then like that's the movie wherever we put our $1 billion into.
We'd have our little logo that you created that flips over. And
I'm gonna look up this Jeff Bezos.
But they want stuff they'll be remembered going into the future. First throat gurgle of the night, right there, ladies and gentlemen, and these actual microphones that we're speaking into.
Wonderful. Jeff Bezos will soon bring us a 10,000-year clock inside a mountain. Who cares?
Because someday he thinks that we'll all be gone and someone from another planet will happen upon it and be like, look at this
installation began of a 500-foot tall, all-mechanical, powered by day-night thermal cycles, synchronized at solar noon, symbol for long-term thinking. The 10,000-year clock is coming.
You know that his name is slathered all over that thing.
Oh, my God.
You know it is.
Yeah.
You know it is. But that's like all these knuckleheads thought, like, well, I'll be in space. I'll be the first to do it. And they all think the same, too, right?
Absolutely.
Like, so there's like, well, no one gives a shit now.
Yeah.
Like great, all of you can go into space. So any gazillionaire coming up after you, I mean, they can go to space too. Because who cares at this point?
All right, Dan.
What is the new thing that they can conquer and be remembered for? I think that
Come
is
from
what,
Arkansas.
that's what they're looking for. Me, I just want to buy the World Kickboxing Association, and
This is what you would do.
and bring it to the prominence that it once was in the late 70s, early 80s, sort of. But that's what I would do. That would be one of the things I'd do.
Okay.
I wouldn't think that would cost much at all.
Yeah,
in fact,
you probably have money left over.
in fact, the other thing was, plenty of money left over. The thing I sent you, goddamn American Kickboxer 1.
Oh, Christ.
All the rights are up for sale, according to this website, if it's legit, for the movie. You get the movie, you get the rights to the movie for $1 million.
That would be another like arts thing to like go back through all the You Blew It's and all these things, or the ones that your You Blew It wish list. And like, I got to go back and find this thing and restore it.
Absolutely.
I want to see this thing in its pristine. Yes, I want to see. I don't know.
Oh, geez. Street Night. For Christ's sake. I don't think Street Night's that great, but goddamn, let's restore it and get that thing, to its,
all the Wincott films, of
all
course.
the Wincott films. Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Now we're
Get
cooking,
him an
man.
IMAX.
God
I don't
bless. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of
But
our stuff revolves just around 80s video
terrible
store shit.
I would call up Paige Hamilton. I'd be like, I've been consuming all of your helmet products from Jump. Just keep doing. I know you're getting older. I know you're saying it's too hard to play anymore. I will pay you the money to get other humans to do it for you.
Yeah.
Just keep crafting helmet albums
there you go.
for me.
I would get all the if I was the Musk, I would get all the Tesla scientists and engineers and whatnot to devise a Laserdisc player that cuts through all the laser rot.
Oh man,
and projects at 8K. Somehow it fills in pixels that aren't there perfectly.
I love it.
It would just be like any Laserdisc you could find. Weekend at Bernie's 2. You could drop in that motherfucker.
It upconverts 8K. It and cleans it.
Yes,
8K.
8K cuts
Good
right through the laser
Lord.
rot. And
God, you're thinking
A/B side switching. Don't matter. 3 sides, put 2 discs in. I just want it to all work. I don't want to have
Why
to
didn't
like
I
get
think
up.
of this one? God damn it. I'm a gazillionaire too, and I didn't think of that one. God damn it.
Wait, anything with any what dead format would you resurrect?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, you already, I mean, that's, I would go in with you on that one. I would match
I want the greatest minds in the world. I want the Oppenheimers of the world working on this. So a Laserdisc race with the other countries.
Shit, what format? I would find it. I would like buy the rights to all the TurboGrafx 16, everything like the font, the look, the image of it, all of the games for it. I would make, I would update all of that shit. I'd make it totally available. I would do quite a bit of that on older like video games, like maybe like a Sega CD. I would make sure that you could just because now you've got these mini systems that come out that have like a handful of games and
like 30 games, 100 games,
and I understand that the licensing is a nightmare because you've got these companies that sold to another company who's sitting on the IP, but they don't know they have it, but they don't really care. I would just fucking buy all those outright and make them totally available. You know what I mean?
Just open source it.
Open
to the
source
world.
it almost. Yeah. It was like, you've uncut Night Trap, get yourself a 6er of Red Wolf, sit down and write down the time codes, and you're going to have a night.
You just made me, I would, who owns Butterfingers?
I don't know who owns
Mars?
No.
Nestle?
I think it was Nestle, but I think they sold to the guys that make Nutella or whatever, like Ferrero.
I would go find the guys who probably retired out fishing. I would say you got to bring back some Butterfinger milk.
Oh,
you got to bring back some Butterfinger milk. Like, get those guys back in the lab.
Get them back in there.
Like, crack open that recipe. Crank out some Butterfinger milk.
We stopped making it because we found that the thing that gave it the peanut butter flavor is like completely toxic.
Carcinogen or something. Yes, absolutely. I don't care. Put it out just like my own private reserve.
Skippers. I would buy, I'd buy outright all of anything Skippers, and I would open up a Skippers, and they would make the fish and the chowder like they used to be. They'd have all you can eat. I would lose so much money on this one Skippers, but I don't give a shit because I'm a gazillionaire.
Yeah. That goes to like Cinerama or anything. I don't like. It's crazy. I know that some of these, like Paul Allen was doing that. He's actually a pretty good example of a guy who was like, he was like,
bought into
life
the
is
things,
short.
yeah.
I'm gonna buy the Seahawks. I'm gonna buy Cinerama. I'm gonna like. He was actually doing stuff that was more interesting.
That was
EMP.
his. That was just his. Like, babe. You know what's funny?
Yeah, where is that guy? Where is that billionaire now?
When that guy took the pass, I was like, oh man, I like start the countdown clock to all of these things that were like, just like things that he liked, and sure enough, it was like Cinerama was like that.
Done.
So I'm surprised that the EMP is still.
I mean,
doing its thing
with $1 billion. Yeah, well, this EMP's like changed focus.
It has changed focus, but
a bunch of different times, right?
But because it's like because that's
Sci-fi
it's not
museum
EMP now. What is it called
or
now?
something? It's music and it's
Mopop.
Mopop.
Yeah, Museum of
Pop Culture.
Yeah, I think something like that's what it is. I mean, it's smart, I guess, because
a drive-in. I would create a drive-in.
Oh,
There's no
fuck
drive-ins
yeah.
anymore.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Boy, what that would cost you? Why isn't?
I don't know.
Why isn't some just a millionaire around here? Like, why wouldn't you? Why? It's just land, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Cinerama's done, right? It's like
It's
shut
back
down.
now.
It is.
I heard someone just bought it and it's supposed to reopen.
Scarecrow Video, just dump a bunch of money on them.
Yeah, fuck
Keep
yeah.
going, expand,
Yeah.
take over the whole block.
Yeah, buy all the Laserdiscs back that you had, that you sold, that I look at every time I walk in there.
Stop selling
we
them.
just sold them. Buy them all back. I don't care.
Yes.
I want them here. Well, no one rents them. That's okay. I want to flip through them from time to time because that's what I want to do.
It's fun. Fun
It
to
was
sit through.
really fun.
Have you been to a Silver Platters lately?
Sure. Like it's been probably a couple of months, but
Which one do you go to?
I go to the one in Alderwood because it's right off the freeway and it's easy sometimes when I'm going.
Northgate? Alderwood.
The one from Northgate moved to Alderwood.
What's
right
in
off
Northgate now? Isn't it? There's
no-
signs still up there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not there anymore.
Oh,
That's
it's
been
not
there forever.
there.
That one moved to Linwood. So,
Okay.
like, I said Alderwood, but
Yeah.
Linwood.
What's that one like?
It's what do you mean? Like what?
My memory of it in Silver Platters, if you're not in the Northwest, was just like where you would go to buy CDs, vinyl, and Laserdiscs, probably some cassette tapes or whatever back in the day. But I remember it being like, sort of a mecca of like, oh, we're going to Silver Platters.
Yeah.
They have like everything.
They have
It was
everything.
just like,
Yeah.
like you could find deep cuts or whatever,
Yep.
right? In football, I stopped by the one in Bellevue.
That one's tiny.
It's tiny. And it's like going to a comic book shop in
It's
Everett
great.
in like 1980s. Like it is packed with stuff, and stuff is like disorganized and scattered everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
'Cause I usually
it was
find
a
them,
mess.
I usually find them to be pretty.
I couldn't even some of the record racks
you're
you
going through
can't even
record.
flip through because they're like packed
They're
so
too-
tight, and then there's like another stack of records on top of them.
Oh, I
It was
can't
just,
speak- I can't speak
there
to
was
the
just,
records.
Like, stuff everywhere.
I go there for 3D Blu-rays typically.
Yeah.
That one's very very small, and
Yeah.
I used to go to that
Linwood's
one
big?
when kickboxing was over there. So the one in Linwood's bigger than that one, but the one in Soto is massive.
Oh, I didn't know there was one down
Yeah,
there.
the one in Soto
Yeah.
it was the one that took over. I love that we're having this discussion on like no one gives a fucking flying fuck.
No, I
the
don't
one that
care.
was over on Lower Queen Anne that used to be Tower Records.
Yes.
That Silver Platters took that over, and then when they had to sell that, they moved to a warehouse down in Soto. So if you go to
I would buy one of these old Walmarts that are abandoned. Just make it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
That's my billionaire
Oh
idea.
my God,
Make
that'd
it
be
just
great.
like go buy the old like
turn it into
fries.
Yardbirds. Turn it into Yardbirds.
Yardbirds of digital media.
I would buy Yardbirds.
Physical media.
Yeah. I would buy
man.
Yardbirds down there and just completely like bring it back to its former glory. And I say when I bring it back, I paint it the same colors. I'm like leave the cinema in the same place it is.
The stuff we're talking about wouldn't even consume the interest that $1 billion
Oh my
would
God.
gain. Like we haven't even blown through.
None of
like,
these ideas are
we,
even
We
like-
can't even spend. The interest from $1 billion would grow faster than some of these ideas would siphon money, right?
Yes.
And these are all top-notch ideas.
Yeah, it's super tough. Yeah, the one in Soto. It's right. So if you go to Showbox, it's on the same side but a little south of there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something to behold. It's massive. It's massive.
Okay.
And there's no air conditioning. So when you go in the summer, they have a giant fans blowing around in there. But it's
sweltering
massive. Yeah, it's
heat.
sweltering.
Don't you remember? I feel like I remember them being like clean and like more super organized. The one in Bellevue was great. I bought a record It's kind of overpriced, but it was worth it because it was one I couldn't find. But yeah.
So I will go there for like some. They'll have any CD that comes out. Like again, of course, I could get it off of Amazon or whatever. But there are some bands that I still like buying physical CDs for, and sometimes I'll buy a record, even though I don't have a record player, just because I want to look at it. And with the thought of someday buying a record player,
you got Bloodsport. You got Bloodsport on vinyl.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a good idea for $1 billion. Go back to all these old soundtrack guys and get them all to like remaster and put them like go out to a. Who is the
that was
the Bloodsport guy? I want to say Paul Westerberg, but that's from Singles.
Newt Arnold comes to mind, but he's the director of Bloodsport. We're talking about Paul Herzog. Herzog, who's like at least last I checked, was a professor down at like a junior college down in California somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought about reaching out to him and be like, can you just do a song for our stupid podcast way back when?
Just come on and talk about like
that too.
Well, I wonder if he's picking up any royalties off that vinyl that they re-released.
Good question.
Probably not.
Yeah.
He probably just like sold it. Like even getting the rights to some of that stuff, that's a good thing. Here's part of your $1 billion. Just like start a law firm that just goes through and figures out the rights to all this like old weird obscure stuff.
Yeah.
Like kind of how the same way they have like these companies that go through and find the water or gas or mineral rights to a piece of property. Like all they do is like research it. Like, hey, I want to know who owns that song "Win in the End" from Teen Wolf. I want to own it. Go buy that for me. In the end, I want to win in the end. Yeah, I want to own that now.
Oh my god,
and like,
dude!
Attorneys, go find that and buy it for me. And they would have to like go research the rights.
I'll tell you what, dude. I love like 2 or 3 of the songs off of American Kickboxer 1, and they're just one of them's about like the eye of the storm.
Yeah,
fuck, I love that shit. Who's got that? Like, there's no one's got that.
Yeah,
like no one. I mean, does anyone care about the rights to something like that?
Somebody owns it somewhere, right?
Clearly, they don't care about the rights to the movie.
But you always hear about these things. You're like, oh yeah, we could never do a sequel to that. That the rights are all tied up.
They're all tied up.
Just buy it. Just like at some point, somebody can just be bought. Out of that, right?
I've heard the same thing with like why you can't really find the movie "Can't Buy Me Love" anywhere. Sometimes is because they have the Beatles song "Can't Buy Me Love" is in that movie. And when they made it, it was like, this is no problem.
Yeah.
Like, no problem to get those rights for this. I hear there's movies like that where large parts of the soundtrack where a certain artist
I think that has to do with like the, if you listen to like the Scrubs podcast or something, like there will be different music if you own the DVD versus if you like stream it off iTunes. Because like the streaming rights versus like the physical media rights, and
totally. How long they have the right to have, I'd right a lot of those wrongs. I mean, there's a fucking I think the movie The Wildlife, which is Cameron Crowe's second movie after Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh God,
he didn't direct it, but I think he wrote it.
What is that movie?
It's got Chris Penn. Because they were like, oh, we want a Spicoli character, but we can't get Sean Penn anymore, so let's get Chris Penn.
I have
no
idea what you're talking about.
I think it's got the kid from Weird Science, the other, the long. You'll see when you look.
Not Anthony Michael Hall.
No, the other one. Who's the other one?
1984.
Yeah,
Eric Stoltz.
You got an Eric Stoltz in there.
I totally recognize his cover. Yeah.
So that movie,
and he does look like Spicoli. They made him all like blonde hair and like bushy and stuff. That's too funny. Yeah. Is that good?
No, not very good. But Eddie Van Halen,
the other kid other than Anthony Michael Hall from Weird Science.
You think I'm lying?
Oh, it's got the girl from you got the thing from Back to the Future.
Yeah,
the girl from Back to the Future. You got
Lorraine. Who is that?
Lorraine. You got Leah Thompson.
Yeah, Leah Thompson.
Yeah, you got Rick Moranis.
Hey, I've got this on Blu-ray.
Really?
Because Kino Lorber got the rights and put it out. But I guess the soundtrack, they had an early Madonna song. No. I think Borderline was on there. Eddie Van Halen does the actual soundtrack to the movie, like the actual, like the themes and whatnot to the. And then there's a couple of artists, and that thing's been in like hell. So even the version I have, I don't even know if it has the right music on there. It definitely doesn't have Madonna on there. Like that's for sure, like taken off of the theatrical release or whatever. And so that's another, because the movie didn't do very well. And so you have a company who's like, well, I want to put this thing out, but I don't want to pay for the rights to put this thing back out because I'm not going to make it back. So it's like, just swap some of the music out and put it out or whatever.
And that's what
I'd restore that. I'd restore that. I am a bazillionaire.
So
it's done. It's been.
well, you're going to get your money back on that. That's ROI, boy. It's like you'll earn that back in a quick clip. Yeah, I remember the cover of this is actually
pretty cool.
it's a good cover.
Yeah. Is that them on the
in the car,
and
like looking down on the convertible? Yeah, absolutely.
And the font's kind of fun, if I remember too. The wildlife font's a little fun, like kind of 80s or whatever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
how's the
one.
nudity in this for an 80s movie? It looks like something that would be good.
I think they do go to a strip club, if I remember correctly, because the Chris Penn character is a wild man, and they end up going to a strip club and they get kicked out for being too handsy, if I remember correctly. I think, yeah. Good. I mean, it's not good, but it's worth a watch. We'll do it on You Blew It. We'll do it on You Blew It. We'll invite you over. It'll be a whole deal.
I wonder if for $1 billion, if you could like invest in enough like I don't know what size films they would have to be. They couldn't be like the $300 million ones. But if you could bring back like an 80s sort of like nudity TNA genre.
Like you just
like
bring back the genre.
I'm just going to bring back the genre by flooding the market with them. So like when you go on Netflix, it's nothing but 80s TNA kind of films. You're like, I guess I'll watch this. And then they become a thing
again.
Like you create a whole like wave of popularity around TNA films. I would do that.
Good.
I would spend money on that.
Back into my, of course I got to go again.
All right, Dan.
You're going to hear a lot of like repeats on here.
Yes.
But I would buy it at the very least, buy the rights to each fight for Maurice Smith, for Rick the Jet Rufus, for Dennis Alexio, and I would clean them up and I would add statistics and I'd have them come in and do audio commentary and I would make that all available to everyone as well. They have these like illegal career sets for boxers and kickboxers back like since the existence of like being on film and on video, and they're illegally out there. You can get like a career set from these like sites that sell shitty DVDs of all this shit.
Right.
But I would do it proper. I'd buy the rights, clean them up, and I would be doing that too. It's stupid lame. No one cares, but I'd do that.
Can you show me one of your special kicks?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would make sure definitely that whatever money went straight to them. These poor sons of bitches are sitting somewhere right now.
There's an interesting billionaire thing idea too. I know you're talking about like just like calling up these guys, but a little bit of just like maybe billionaires do this where they're like, I doubt it, but they probably just buy expensive art or something somewhere. But like finding these folks from like the 80s and like, dude, if you're not loaded, can I just make you like, can I just set you up for life?
Yeah.
Like
the joy you brought me.
What you did for me in childhood.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Just like
Michael Biehn. I watched The Terminator a lot, bro. I don't know what Michael Bihn's up to these days, but that guy deserves to be just set for life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't need any money.
You were the guy that liked Michael Biehn the best out of Tombstone. You're like, fuck Val Kilmer.
Exactly. I was like,
I like Ringo. I like Johnny Ringo.
I did like a Johnny Ringo.
I know.
He was always just like he's got like second billing in Aliens and The Abyss and like kind of like had a chance. It was like, come on, man.
Didn't he show up in something not too long ago? And I was like, holy shit, that's Michael Biehn.
He's in. He was in that Grindhouse. Those movies. He was in the Grindhouse stuff.
Ooh.
I think he directed a film kind of recently, but it was like obviously like a DTV kind of thing. But like, there's got to be guys like that where you're like, hey, Andrew McCarthy, I really liked Pretty in Pink and Mannequin.
I'm fucking Mark Singer. I enjoyed V and Beastmaster and Beastmaster and even that weird straight to video Olivier Greener movie where you're fighting him in the Old West.
Olivier Greener would be a great one.
Oh.
Yeah.
But look, I just stumbled onto that
Kari
one.
Wurr, you did a lot for me. You did a lot for me on
what
remote control.
Where is Beastmaster 2 available on any sort of Kari. God.
Kari Wurr.
Bless.
What are you doing?
God bless.
You deserve.
I'd turn MTV back on.
Oh,
I would just fund MTV, like legit MTV
videos.
Absolutely. And
they're too coward to try it, aren't they?
Yeah, there is like an MTV2 and an MTV video. Like if you're someone who's sad and unfortunate and old elderly like me and actually pays for cable, there's like 4 or 5 different MTVs that you can go to and just let it run videos or whatever. But no, I'd bring it right back prominently, call it music, television, and I would play current stuff too. Fuck it. Fuck it. And I'd have live VJs in there.
Yeah.
Guys like Pauly Shore
live
and shit.
VJs.
You know, guys being
Crazy.
jackasses, acting a fool. That's, I mean, for sure.
I would free the rights to Totino's pizza rolls.
Oh my God.
From whatever abomination who owns them right now.
Yeah, because it used to be
Geno's.
Geno's. You'd bring it back to the Geno's glory.
I would go back. I would put real ingredients in these things, some real crafts, like artisan ones.
But don't get
not
too artisan.
The weird paste.
You'd want it to just bring it back to what it was.
Rewind it from the paste.
Yes.
To actually like chunks of meat and sausage and whatnot.
Somebody, if you're listening, tell us how to be millionaires, because this will benefit you people too. This will benefit you.
Everything we're talking about is for the people.
Yes, you can get skippers.
Literally
again.
nothing in this list has been like, I want a penis-shaped rocket so I can go to space.
No.
Yeah.
Everyone
we haven't
here
even said like, I want, like, I could say like, I want every Buick GNX in the planet
my God.
in one garage. Like, that'd be great, but like, I want to share them with the people.
Yeah,
maybe a park where everybody can come and drive GNXs.
And maybe we'll we'll re-up and we'll resurrect that brand. That's another brand that we can just resurrect is the Grand National, the Buick Grand National.
Yeah, buy it from Buick. Start making GNXs again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And nobody's done it. There's been a lot of retro cars, like the Bug and the Camaro and stuff. Do a retro GNX, you cowards.
Yeah, we'll
co-fund it.
Here again, we gotta look, the KD Comics universe, done deal. It's there's so many fucking movies coming out on that thing, so many comic books, done deal.
Yeah.
Green Grappler, Alley
Daring
Avenger, Daring Dak, Hair Trigger, all of them, they're all made. They're done.
There's it's a universe.
It's a whole universe.
It's a cinematic universe.
Maybe a multiverse.
Yeah.
Fuck. I might go into the quantum realm with it. I don't give a shit, man. I got as much money as I want. I'm doing it all.
Seriously. Oh, man.
Dumb. So dumb.
So.
Oh, Christ. Yeah. Just the terrible food alone, bringing up like a Geno's pizza rolls, dude. All of that shit.
I would undo 40 years of whatever Subway has done to themselves.
Yes.
They would bake their bread in the store again.
Yeah.
Like they did, not spray a weird chemical.
No.
Yeah.
When you'd flip them upside down and they'd have that whatever the ridge was from that
from the
thing,
weird plastic tray or rubber tray they were in. Yeah.
Would you go this far, though? Would you have them cut the bread like a trench, like they were doing for a while? Where you'd pull that top off? Because that made it hard to eat. I know they're doing a signature thing. Because sometimes...
What do they do now?
They just slice it in half like normal bread.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They've given up on all
they
that.
gave up on that shovel a long time ago.
I kind of like the shovel because it was good for a meatball sub.
It was good for a meatball sub, but at some point, inevitably...
Can we just hold it just for the meatball sub?
Sure.
Okay.
You do what you want. Bring the whole deal back. Oh my God!
Would reinstate the sandwich artist.
Yeah,
we'd go back.
Would you continue on with the weird steak and cheese it used to get, where they'd heat up a pile of questionable beef and strain? They'd strain it. You know what? I
remember.
You know what cut you need to play for this?
I don't know if it's in here. I don't know. If
you remember they would
here.
put it in like what are those little trays that are like.
Absolutely not.
Those little trays that like French fries come in at like a drive-in that are they're like cardboard and
but they had like a
red on the
one
outside
or something, right?
And they put it and they'd put that straight in the microwave and they'd come over and they'd squeeze that in half and squeeze the juice out. Would you still do that?
Good. It was so good.
I never fucked with it.
You had the steak and cheese.
No, I always went with the...
Shut up.
No, I always went with the meatball. I never went with the steak and cheese.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, I like the steak and cheese. I'm not a steak person, but I like the...
It was not steak. Like, make no mistake about it. That was not steak, dude.
Whatever that white, like, just like, that cheese that just turned into goo.
Oh, yeah. God, so salty. So good.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I would start a, like, coalition of steak products. And I would oversee, because at this point, how much shit can be called steak that is not fucking steak?
You'd standardize. You'd have a regulatory body.
I would have a regulatory body.
I'd
be like, if you are calling it steak, it has to live under these parameters, because whatever.
Cruel but good word. Use.
Sorry, I meant to say that.
Excellent.
Because that steak and cheese that you have, steak burritos. At Taco Bell, anything steak.
You got steak tonight in your quesadilla. How was that?
It was real steak.
It was.
That place was real steak.
Okay.
Kind of chewy in some parts.
Yeah.
Should have went with chicken.
Jesus Christ.
I went with what the waiter said.
Yeah.
I said, do you know what?
There's a lot of bad steak out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad steak out there. I mean, it was fine. It was just kind of flavorless.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was fine.
I would do a regulatory thing over nachos.
Oh,
such a wild
it's Wild West out there.
You have no idea what you're going to get.
Wild West.
When you get a nacho.
Are you going to get a queso poured on there, or are you
going to get queso?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you're not a madman. You're not going to get like the fucking flavorless actual grated cheese that solidifies within 10 seconds of getting on the table. You go to grab one chip and you pull the whole thing of chips off.
Yeah. But I would get pretty specific on my queso.
Yeah,
I wouldn't just let anything through the
you wouldn't put that flavor
like nachos TM. I'd buy the rights and the word nachos and make sure it was like good. Kind of like how whatever the Rollerblade Corporation would go around and like cite people for like, hey, you can't call those rollerblades. That's our name. That's what I would do with.
Would they call those inline skates?
Or what is it? AMI?
Scurfing?
What is it? One of the scurfing? Yes, scurfing versus wakeboarding. Or like kind of what is it? The
AMI and
ASCAP. How they go around
BMI
and ASCAP go around and like bust people for like playing music when they shouldn't. I would hire a whole army of people that would go around and just like cite restaurants for serving improper nachos. And steak. Like we can combine. We can do a thing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that one's so you would make sure that it's not that flavorless gritty stuff from Chipotle that they call queso.
Oh my God. What is wrong with that stuff? It's so gross. My kids anymore, they're like, let's
go flour and water.
Oh my God. It makes me. I would buy Qdoba. I would make it my mission in life to make sure Qdoba is the standard, and Chipotle is run out of business. Like people would see a Chipotle and they would be like, oh, that was like a Quiznos way back in the day. And Qdoba would
Quiznos. I'm buying Quiznos now.
Qdoba would rule the land. Qdoba is so much better. What is wrong with people?
I don't know.
It's night and day.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's the first vindictive thing I would do with my billion was like run Chipotle out of business.
You know how many people you're pissing off right now?
It's not good. I'm sorry, people.
I totally agree with you. It's fine. It's fine. I like the barbacoa too. You turn me onto that shit too. That's the more flavorful of all the shit.
It's good. Barbacoa is pretty good.
I don't mind their chicken, but Qdoba does the same chicken, but with flavor.
So good.
So much
queso
better.
At Qdoba. Better.
Get it?
Chips. Better.
Newman, God rest his soul, when he was alive, he was like all angry about the Qdoba, and I was like, did you get the queso on it? Well, no. I said, well, that's your first problem right there.
Yeah.
You get the queso on whatever you're getting, and
I don't think Qdoba has a barbacoa. Here's what I would take the barbacoa from Chipotle, I would buy the rights to that, put it in Qdoba, done. Then you
get rid of the rest
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree with you.
I don't understand how Chipotle's become the standard.
I don't know.
It's crazy. What are other that's fun vindictive things, like things you just stamp out of existence. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot there that I don't know. I'll put on the spot if I can come up with them right now, but there's a lot there, right?
Really? You think so?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff that would just be like, I'm getting rid of that and making sure that this is available to
No, the lady. Enough. Wrong frequency.
Yeah. Whew. Did we? I might be out of ideas now. We could definitely.
Or even the things you would get rid of. Even the things you would just like. The thing you would just like spend any amount of money just to like. I want to bankrupt that company.
I want it
out of here. I want it out of. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm trying to think.
Oh, first of all, I would bring back the chicken McNuggets at McDonald's to their former glory, and
with the dark meat,
and the and probably the fries too. I'm like, bring that beef tallow back. Fuck y'all.
At least make it an option.
At least make it an option. There you go. Yeah. Be like. All the stuff that was like bad for you that you guys made here that everyone liked the flavor of, it's all back on the menu. And if you want this new bullshit, have you had a chicken nugget and when was the last time you had one? I know
it's the only thing I order there.
It is me too, and it is almost paper thin. Like if you bite into it and look into it now, it's like
there's not much there. It's very sponge. It's very
sponge and it's very thin, like very thin.
And if you don't get them at at a warm temperature, you might as well just tap out. You don't need them anymore. That sweet and sour sauce hasn't changed.
I don't know. I fuck with the barbecue, but
you like the barbecue?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the sweet and sour. I just don't know it well enough. Sour. Yeah, I don't know. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. How are we forgetting this?
Oh man, I don't even know where to go back to. They've changed so many times.
Those chicken tenders that
those were crazy.
Come on, the ones that just explode juice in your mouth.
They were like a tiny little chicken thigh.
I don't. Yeah, and they were tender as shit, and just like piping with salty hot juice. What'd you say? It would just finish in your mouth. Is what you said.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's coming back, and the egg rolls that they used to have, those are coming back.
Okay, yeah,
that's
what
sure.
They do an egg roll anymore?
They do an egg roll. It's not as good. It's like everything there.
That would be good. I would start a chain of like Chinese restaurants that
legit
like do straight up MSG.
Yes,
everything.
Yes,
the gravy, the sweet and sour, all of that. The almond chicken, MSG. The shit out of it. Whole chain. Anywhere in the U.S., you'd be like less than 10 minutes away.
We'll call it
one.
MSG's. That will be the name of the restaurant is MSG's.
Well, that's the positive part of this. We'll destigmatize MSG as like because it became like kind of a racist thing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we'll destigmatize.
I swear to God, Domino's is using MSG.
Well, good. God bless them if they are.
Are they not?
No, they brush that whatever
there
they brush
is
around.
Something, dude. When you take a bite, two things. When you take a bite of Domino's, there is a physiological reaction where you have to take another bite.
But yeah,
you can't.
There's an additive in there.
There's something in there. Second thing, everything you order from Domino's tastes exactly the same. Chicken wings, chicken nuggets,
pasta,
tater tots, pasta. My kid orders a pasta, pizza. It all tastes exactly the same, and it has that same impulse.
I can smell it right now. I
yes.
can smell it right now.
What is that?
I don't know, man.
They've mastered it.
It's a chemical that they've.
It's almost enough where it's like my 9-year-old likes Domino's. Like I can't do it. No, we can't do it.
Yeah, you were saying like I can't do it again. Like
yeah,
it's
too powerful. It's too powerful. I can't. Don't allow it in the house.
It's like a Ouija board. I don't even want it brought in here. I don't want to know what it opens up. What sort of highway it opens up.
She'll want to get the knots, the bread knots, and the cheese dipping sauce.
Some call them bread knots, some call them balloon knots.
You can't
potato.
Get them. It's like you're shut it off.
Get it
off. Shut off. Turn it down.
Off.
You can't do it.
Yeah,
it's too powerful.
Whenever they started brushing that butter garlic stuff around the crust, like that's just like I didn't even ask for it. It just showed up, and there it was. I was like,
it reminds me. I can't. I think I shared this on the show once before. A friend of ours was like, "Man, I went to that P.F. Chang's. It was so good, man. I went there. Oh God, everything we had was great. Then I went back and ordered all different things, and it tasted exactly the same. It reminds me of that every time. Like that's spot on. That's Domino's.
Yes.
No matter what you order, it doesn't matter what you order.
I might bring back full blown Alfie's Pizzas where they have like the video game section. They have a sit down area for the kids to play like an N64. So I might bring all that fucking shit back.
Yeah.
Too. With all the plastic red translucent cups for your soda pops.
Oh yeah,
totally. That's all coming back.
Pizza parties. Yeah.
Have you seen that new fucking round table on Aurora? Brand new round table. They took over. It's up there by Central Market on Aurora.
Yeah.
They took over a Pier 1 import that was up there.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They chipotle'd one side and put a brand new round table pizza on one side.
It can't be that big then.
It's not very big, but it's got a full arcade with tickets that you can. It's like me and Anita went up there. You got to check it out. And Roden told me about it. He took his kids. Take your kids up. They might have a good time. They got the arcade and you get the tickets and you turn it into a machine that gives you the prizes out. Oh, God bless. Wonderful. They got the whole salad bar, the whole deal.
Have you been to one of these like modern arcades, like a Lucky Strike or one of these things?
It's been a long time.
Oh my God, dude! It's like legalized gambling for kids.
Yeah, I bet.
That's all it is. Like you play these games, every one of them gets some tickets. And then they can cash it in.
And then
all the games are like games of chance. It is, and it's crazy expensive. Like you'll go in, they put it, they give you like a little credit card, and you roll up credits on that, and then you go to each game and you like put the card in.
Oh, we're out of credits.
Yeah, and it's like everything's like 12.5 credits. So you always end up with like a weird.
Time to get more credits.
But you can load up one of these cards for like $100. It can be gone in like Like,
Oh my
you know,
God.
like we would go to what was the thing in the Everett Mall? The Casey's arcade.
Yeah.
And you would have $20, and there's something about like you get 5 tokens for $1.
Yes, you would.
Value.
Yes,
value.
Yeah.
5 tokens for $1. And when you did that, you had the physical, like you have to like, I got to wear my cargo shorts.
Yeah,
and you load up because you felt like the physical, like how much this was, like Indiana Jones and the bag of sand. Like I know exactly how much this is in weight. But kids now, it's like they have this card.
Plastic card.
They're like, ain't working. No, it's not working. You're like, yeah, you're out.
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
Fired through it like a
What do you
drunken
mean?
goddamn
they have
buffoon.
They have no concept because they've never like held or had to deal with like physical money, like where you had like a stack of ones or a pocket of tokens.
You dig in your pocket for a stack of dimes and they're not there.
Not
like
there.
You rolled
it's
up
just a card. Like it's not working. Like you burn through it all.
Yeah,
in like
Jesus.
5 minutes. It's crazy, dude. It's such a racket.
Do you remember the shock?
I don't know how I'd fix that with $1 billion, but I would.
You just go back to the old way. Fuck it. And
Tokens.
done with it. Get tokens. Here you go.
Yeah.
Do you remember the shock it was the first time you saw an arcade machine that took more than 1 quarter? Were you shocked as I was?
the
You were
50
like, put the thing in, like, why isn't it working? It's not working. You look down, you see the 50 cents. What?
Yeah.
Put
It
another
was
one
usually
in.
like Time Crisis or something when
those
that came
started
out.
getting-
Those got
Those
wonky.
got real. I was like, some of those are like $1. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what have you become? Become monsters. These things are $1.
5 tokens for $1. What a deal Casey's was.
God, it was, yeah.
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 That felt almost like stealing. You're like, I put $1 in, I get 5 tokens back. It's like totally abstract. But in your head, you're like, I would only get 4 quarters normally.
Yeah.
Casey's gives you the 5. Yeah.
And how many people did you ever have a token flying around somewhere?
Oh, absolutely.
We had an Aladdin's Castle token that was at our house. It was like they made 25 cents or whatever off of us, and we never spent it.
Well, that's the whole thing with these like Lucky Strike and these places. Everything's like a weird, like everything takes a weird amount of credits. So there's always like it's not
Something
really
left on the card.
It's not like it's costing them something to run the goddamn fucking Pac-Man one more time or something.
Yeah,
like
right.
You always end up with something like, yeah, I think there's like 7 credits on this thing or something, right?
And what, you're going to keep that card and reload for next time when you're there to reload it? No, you throw
that's
that
what you do.
fucking thing away.
Do
you keep it? Good for you. Good for you.
I upcycle.
Good. No, I'm saying like
I reuse, I reduce.
Good. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you sons of bitches, you're going to get that 0.2 credits back no matter how you slice it. You're going to hang on to that, reload it in some way. Someday you'll wipe it all clean.
Yeah.
So good for you. Good for you. Yeah. I don't remember like a Casey's really having any sort of prize redemption shit. Cause that shit is for like these, like you say, these modern games of chance nonsense. I do remember going to a place and playing like skee ball, and those were the things that always fired the tickets out.
Yeah.
But you'd go to like a Oregon coast where they have those kind of games,
like,
and you'd get
Seaside, Oregon or something.
Yeah, some shit like that. And that's where I remember like as a kid having
God,
tickets
that was
to
just
win,
like
win shit.
That place was just going down to a seaside. You're just like, maybe that's what I do. I buy a town, turn it just into a seaside. Just nothing but video arcades as far as the eye can see. Five tokens for $1.
Maybe you'd buy yourself a Fantastic Carnival too, like the whole. But buy that brand with whatever the weird looking. You remember those carnivals that would show up just on the sides of the road when you were driving as a kid?
Oh God, I don't know.
You don't remember this shit?
No.
Like it would be a traveling carnival. It was called, I think it was called Fantastic Carnivals. So you'd be like,
buying a carnival would be fun. Why not?
This was a roving. You don't remember this shit?
No, I don't.
Are you kidding me? Like you don't remember driving like down I-5 and all of a sudden you look over and in the mall parking lot all of a sudden there's a bunch of fucking rides. No. Oh my God.
I mean, vaguely that sort of rings a bell. I don't know.
Like you'd go to like Bellingham and you'd look in a field and they've rented a field out and all of a sudden there's just rides in the field and you're like, Mom, and my parents would like, we're not going to that damn look at, and it was like because they would just move up and down the freeway and reset it up, break it down, reset it up somewhere else. Yeah, I'd buy a Fantastic. We'd do that all over again.
That would be fun.
Yeah. You don't remember that. It would be pretty small, but they'd have like they'd have your scrambler, they'd have your
your zipper, or something.
all that
right,
shit,
yeah.
and then they'd have a couple of those
I
Carney
guess I
games.
vaguely remember it. I don't know if I ever went
set
to
it
one.
up wherever.
Yeah,
you're like,
you just have a roving band. Just pay for that. All right,
I'd do that.
I think we covered a lot here.
Yeah, I think
mostly
we did.
covered food and media.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the important
about right.
stuff. That's the important stuff. All right, buddy. Well, what a treat it was to have you back in the studio and have some of our good friends join us there for a hot minute. And boy,
Sarah!
She was here. And then
Seth?
I was hoping you were going to find that puking
I don't
sound
see
effect
it on here.
God bless.
I don't see it.
You listening?
I know.
That thing is.
Yes.
I can't. It doesn't. I'm looking for something that says vomit or puke or something. I just don't see it.
Well, that's a travesty.
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do?
That's about as close as we get.
That'll work. That'll work. All right. Well, maybe I'll do some super sleuthing and we'll get that phone number for you guys. You can all
Shit!
leave us some sort of a message on what we forgot. And I know there's plenty, but how much do you think we spent?
Maybe do you think we have any billionaire listeners? Hey, billionaire listeners, be more creative.
Yeah. And in fact, if you liked any of the ideas we threw your way, hire us. We'll make them all happen. You've got the money to do it. You've got the money to do it. How much money do you think we spent altogether with all of the things that we were saying we were going to buy and rebrand?
I did give $1 billion to filmmakers right off the bat. Maybe like 1.1 billion. I don't know.
You think that's what we with all of the brands we just?
I don't know. The Laserdisc player is probably pretty expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of scientists on that.
Yeah,
figuring out.
Got to
figuring out all the Ks. How to get through the laser rot. Yeah, it's an algorithm.
I mean, and you're talking about opening up another press that can actually press discs, right?
I just want to play the old ones.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. I'll open up a pressing plant for that.
And big artwork.
Yeah,
big artwork.
Yeah,
yeah. Some sort of
mandatory gatefolds.
No, some sort of maybe that's it. Some sort of new physical media. Something we haven't thought of yet.
Yeah,
yeah. A giant mini disc or something.
Just make it. I
just want the artwork to be big.
Make a brand new laser disc that actually uses like whatever technology there is and just for no apparent reason it's big. It has two sides and it gets in that big.
Don't you miss the artwork?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
that's like the. I think that's of the things that people miss of Laserdisc. The artwork is probably number one.
I can't see the goddamn artwork on my phone. It's so tiny.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right. That's it. Thank you all for listening. And, well, little buddy, let's do this again sooner than later.
Sure.
And we'll get these drops sorted out even further. But that was fun. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.